On June 30th, 2020, China signed into law a controversial national security legislation for Hong Kong. The law gives Beijing unprecedented powers to crack down on a variety of political crimes in the semi-autonomous region.
3 years of citywide lockdowns and border closures in China have disrupted supply chains, squeezed businesses and caused widespread economic damage. Now, as Beijing joins the rest of the world in adapting to life with the virus, the lifting of its strict COVID-19 policy is bringing both relief and uncertainty.
A war here in Taiwan would have catastrophic economic consequences, not just for this island, but for the whole world. It's a small island, but it really punches above its weight when it comes to technological development, manufacturing and trade. Even though it's tiny, this is actually the 16th largest trading economy in the world. And a research group have estimated that a war here would impact $2 trillion worth of economic activity, and that's before any secondary effects like sanctions or any international response.
India is projected to become the world's third largest economy by 2030. According to a recent forecast by New York-based investment firm Morgan Stanley and S&P Global, India's economy is expected to grow nearly 7% this year, posting the fastest growth among major economies. Despite the effects of the pandemic and the economic disruption caused by Russia's war in Ukraine, India is seen to continue the momentum in the following years and reach the position by the end of the decade, overtaking Japan and Germany.
On January 5th, short-selling research firm Hindenburg Research released a tweet saying soon we will release a report on what we strongly suspect to be the largest corporate fraud in history. The tweet instantly drew attention and speculation online, and so far has been seen by over 8 million people. Although the suspense didn't last long, because later that day Hindenburg followed up by saying, "Today we reveal the findings of our 2-year investigation, presenting evidence that the $218 billion Indian conglomerate Adani Group is engaged in brazen stock manipulation and accounting fraud schemes over the course of decades." The scathing report released by Hindenburg collapsed the stock prices of Adani's publicly traded businesses and wiped more than $100 billion off the collective market capitalization of the group's businesses.
Where are you going in terms of opportunities? Which areas are you focusing on? And my answer to them is simple. There are 3. China-related opportunities, fintech, and green finance. In fact, if you look at the global fintech developments, I have to say that Asia is actually probably going a bit faster. It's not just Hong Kong, Singapore. If you look around Korea, China, they're all really going fast in fintech. And in fact, when BIS, the Bank for International Settlement, started establishing their innovation hubs in different places, Hong Kong is the first, Singapore is the second. So you can see the significance of Asia.
Some news from Hong Kong for you. The South Asian Financial Hub is planning to allow retail investors in cryptocurrency. Hong Kong seeks to make up lost ground in its race to become Asia's foremost crypto trading hub. Tightened restrictions, tensions and uncertainty over Chinese laws have caused crypto players to flee Hong Kong in the last few years. Therefore, Singapore has taken the mantle of top crypto territory in recent years. But after the steep fall from the crypto peak last November, Singapore is now planning to toughen its regulation on crypto trading.